Hey, Scott Wilkinson here at CEDIA Expo 2013. I'm in the DVDO booth speaking with H Chee about two new products that are coming out from DVDO. Tell us what you got.
Hi, well, what we have here is a Matrix switcher, a Matrix 6, a 6x2 switcher that's 4K ready and HDMI 2.0 ready. Matrix switchers are great because you can have a single stack of equipment in your main room, and then you have a satellite TV perhaps in another room, and this is what it does. And one of the things we're really excited about with the Matrix switcher is that when you're in another room and you're watching the second zone, let's say, when somebody's switching inputs on the main zone, you don't want to have interference in the other zone.
Yeah, true enough.
So what we have is that we've come up with a way of being able to just let one zone switch independently of the other zone.
So it really is a matrix switcher with 6 inputs and 2 outputs.
That's right.
You can assign any of the inputs to either of the outputs.
That is correct.
That's great.
And it also has optical outputs as well. So if you have a legacy AV receiver, let's say, you can always connect that and also do that as
Fantastic.
well.
When will it be available?
It'll be available next quarter. We're hoping sometime in November, something
And
like
for
that.
what kind of price point? Do you know yet?
$499 at this point.
$499?
That's right.
Wow,
That's
under
right.
$500.
Right, and also HDMI 2.0 ready, so we can do 4K 60 as well.
Fantastic,
That's right.
fantastic.
Right.
Now, what's the other product you got here at the show?
The product we have is Air 3, which is over there.
We'll show it to everybody.
Okay, and the Air 3 is basically our latest cable replacement product, wireless. And one of the challenges, I believe, for wireless technology is that, cable is really hard to beat. Cable is no delay, perfect picture, no interference.
Right.
How do you do that?
How do you do that wirelessly?
How do you do that wirelessly? And a lot of people have tried, and it's very difficult. And we believe we have pretty much come up with the right solution. So with a 60 gigahertz radio frequency, we're way up, in the frequency spectrum, and there's really nothing that comes close to it. So we can have a show environment like this, where there's 5 gigahertz everywhere, and we're not affected by it. And also because the frequency is so high, there's no compression really. So the quality is really, really good. So, and lastly, and because there's no compression, so what we can have is also very, very low delay, no lag.
Right.
So how else to demonstrate that it's like a cable with all these characteristics than to have 2 PlayStation games playing in a show environment?
Yes, yes.
And that's what we're doing here.
So you've got 2 driving simulators over there.
That's
We'll show everybody what they are.
Very popular, and people are just essentially playing. They're resting, and they can play all the time.
So in other words, and the latency is so low that it's not a problem, which is a big problem for gaming.
Significantly less than a frame, and the gamers do not, can't tell.
Fantastic.
Right.
60 gigahertz is line of sight only. You can't do from one room to another, right?
Yes, it's in room. It's in room.
In room, yeah.
But we provide a lot of flexibility because our technology, while it is constrained to a room, you do not have to necessarily to point it to line of sight because it bounces off the walls.
Right.
So
very good point.
Yeah, we ship with essentially a mounting bracket with drywall screws so that you can mount it behind the TV. As long as there's room for it to bounce around, you're good.
You're good.
Yes.
And what's the delivery estimate on that?
It's essentially weeks away. So.
And the cost?
$199 MSRP.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
Thanks, Scott.